Oh, the Silent Idolo Show.
That was a bit tricky, wasn't it? With the music, I didn't know when to bring myself in. Anybody else joining us? Anybody else?
Hey, Rick, we had no sound. All the people that were ready, they were poised. They were like,
we did a test 2 minutes before.
The test worked well.
We enjoyed it.
Oh, it's just bloody.
Ching, 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 bang, ching,
You
bang,
do it
chang.
again, and someone stays in and does some sound.
Ching, bang, ching, chang, chang, bang,
Yeah,
chang.
go. Do it again. I'll hide myself. James is going to sing the thing.
Bang, bang, chang, ching, ching, bang, ching, chang, chang, bang, bang, oh, bang, ching, chang, 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 chang. Ching, 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 dum, 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 ching, ching, ching. Is it something like that?
That'll do.
Excellent. Hello, everybody. Hello, Wembley. I'm always wondering.
You want my hero?
That was fucking awesome. I was on my ass.
If you live in Wembley, brilliant. Hello, good morning, good afternoon, good evening. If you are watching live to the Ideal Home Show, this is episode number 120. See, I remember the
bullseye.
It's always a bit disappointing, the 120, though, isn't it? I mean, you're going for the 180, you just missed that single. No,
it's better than I can do. Better than I mean, I can hit the board most times, but I don't think I've ever had a 180. I don't think I've ever had a 180. I've tried. I once thought, oh, I'll play it until I get 180, and then eventually you just go.
You'll reminisce. This is a proper Northern story, because you could probably still do this now, James. Once, I used to put our dart on our dartboard was on the door of the outside toilet. And it went over, and it went straight down the toilet. That's a 1 in a million shot, isn't it? You could probably still do that with your outside toilet.
I have got an inside toilet now. I've still got a space where an outside toilet used to be, but it's a space. It's just where the outside toilet used to be.
I think the rest of us Southerners call that a bucket.
Anyway, yes, good evening and welcome to the Ideal Home Show number 120. Tonight, on tonight's show, we've got stuff, guaranteed stuff. We've got squonking and stuff. We've got a mod showcase from Rick. We have got Triumph Batava. We've got some news. Everybody's got some news. I've got news. We're going to talk about the weather. Probably talk about the weather. Everybody's talking about the weather. We've got to talk about. We want to be topical. We should probably talk about the weather. We should talk about the beast from the east, or hysteria from Siberia, as I'm calling it.
So we've also got Storm Emma, haven't we?
Storm Emma colliding with the beast.
Yeah,
I'm far more afraid of storms named after women.
They're always named after
more
women.
damage to my
there's
life.
actually, I think it's actually a bit worse as well than the beast from the east.
Yeah, they reckon 50 centimetres of snow in the West Country.
The West Country's getting a hammering at the moment. So.
Cool.
You poor. Killed out the dinosaurs, you know. Killed out the dinosaurs. And
Did Emma?
Emma, yeah.
Killed out the dinosaurs. Yeah. I know they've been extinct for millions of years, but, you know, not going to come back with all this weather. They're going to come back.
50 centimetres could definitely kill a tortoise, I reckon.
Oh, drowned a tortoise. Drowned a tortoise.
Should be in the shed anyway, in the cardboard box, full of bits of newspaper. How simply.
What would cats do and small dogs if you have 50 centimetres of snow? They can't go out and have a poo outside or anything, can they? What do they do?
They could. You just couldn't watch them anymore.
Yeah. Drop them out of the first floor window and then get them back when it stops. When it's melted, get them back.
Yeah.
That's cool.
Yeah.
Cool. So anyway, yes, that's show number 120. You'll probably notice I'm doing the introduction because there is no Rich. Rich is currently away getting an operating system update. I don't know if you've probably noticed, Rich is a cyborg sent from the future back to teach us all about vaping. You can tell he's a cyborg. There's a few tells, but the main one, if you watch his reviews, is the blinking. They kind of get it quite right. He either blinks too much or doesn't blink at all. And I think they're going to fix her in the latest update. So that'll be a good when Rich is back with these.
As long as it's not Vista, you'll just keep randomly opening windows on it.
Okay, should we get cracking? Is that a good idea?
Yes.
Okay, let's start off with Brad. Brad doesn't. Brad. Yeah, your pajamas on. You there, South African fella. Yes.
You like my jammies?
You know I do. You know I do. They look soft and cozy.
It's cold. I want to be comfortable, so I put on my pajamas.
That seems quite
And a hat.
Who doesn't sleep in a hat? I thought this was where the posh people come from.
No.
Nobody since 1927, I think.
Right.
They died out. It is definitely weather for pajamas and hats. It is definitely weather. So anyway, Brad, how's your week been? How are you doing? Brad, how you doing, mate? Are you doing all right? How's your week been? What did you have for your lunch? What you drinking? What you vaping? Blah de blah, etc. And here's a question for you. Question is what television show? We're talking about television shows. What television show do you miss most? What would you like to come back if there was a TV show that you could bring back?
Ooh.
On like some sort of magic wish list, or you would buy a production company and go, I'm going to bring that back.
We're bringing that back, yeah. Okay.
Absolutely. Then what would that be, Brad? Me old China.
My week's been fab. I've been doing the typical African thing and playing in the snow all week. Yeah, we're fascinated by the shit. All I see on Facebook and everywhere is people complaining about the cold and the weather and the snow. And I've been that 30-year-old standing in the middle of the streets throwing snowballs at passing cars.
Yeah. I can totally imagine you out there in the blizzard going, hi,
That's awesome. Basically what I look like.
Awesome, bro.
And what did I have for lunch? Lunch was simple today. Lunch, I had a PB&J.
Wow.
Yeah, very simple. Thick peanut butter, thick jam. And then went back outside and played in the snow again.
You're definitely a child.
Yes.
You're eating peanut butter and jam sandwiches.
Can we have some more info, though? Was it crunchy? Was it smooth, peanut butter-wise? Or
I thought we were talking about the snow then.
Yeah, I was like, hang on.
I want to get back.
Yeah. Smooth peanut butter.
It's amazing, that stuff. Have you seen it? It's white everywhere. And what flavour jam was it? What flavour jelly? Jam? What flavour jam did you have?
Strawberry, of course.
Of course.
There's no other jam for PB.
Well, the Americans go with the grape jelly, don't they? I thought that was the thing.
Yeah, but Americans are broken.
That's true.
Yeah.
And odd berry, not bongo berry or janango berry or something. I don't know.
and they use grape, which isn't a berry. And
it is. That's where you're wrong. It is, because the strawberries.
And the strawberries are not.
No, it's not a berry.
Right. Well, there's my fucking theory straight out the window.
No, grape is a berry, but a strawberry is not.
Quick, Brad, get back to the snow. Get back to the snow. You know all about it.
Yeah. Playing in the snow.
Have you built a snowman, Brad? Have you built any? Or maybe it's a snow lady, a snow dog?
No, I was too. But every time I got anything resembling a ball, it got thrown at a car. and once at a passerby on a bicycle, but I felt bad, so I stopped throwing it at dudes on bicycles. Otherwise, the week's been the week. I survived. It's Thursday, and I'm happy to be back on the wagon with you lads.
Very good.
I have been drinking Scotch for old Gus, which, again, to piss off Gus, I stuck it outside in the snow to chill. And I put it on ice, and I added some water just so that I could
cover all bases
and feel Gus's blood pressure spike up.
I don't know, but Gus says that you can put ice in whiskey, which isn't true. But
yeah, some people, you're supposed to put ice in whiskey.
No, definitely not water. Yeah.
Yeah, it brings out the flavour more, a piece of ice, when it waters it down a little bit.
Yeah,
I've been told either which way. If you fucking want to drink it with Fanta grape, if I can drink it with Fanta grape. I think that's wrong, personally, but
If you're after a berry drink, Fanta grape is the one for you.
Yeah, not Fanta strawberry, apparently.
No. That is multiple fruit. I just checked. Grape is a berry.
And what am I'm vaping on some new toys. I got a little something in the post this week.
Oh, a marmot.
I have been waiting for this since October. And no picture I have seen to date. I think this is the first batch of mechs that he's done. No picture I've seen to date has actually done it.
No, they don't do it justice. They don't do it justice, the photos.
It's minute. That's it next to a phobia.
Yeah.
It's thinner than a phobia. It's slightly shorter. It's just exactly the same width. But I was not expecting that when I got that.
Yeah, they're beautiful and absolutely beautiful. Joel's knocking them at the pie. I haven't seen a bad one. I've eaten these Delrin ones are nice, but that Spectra Ply or whatever it's called.
It twinkles, playing with it in the light like that. It just twinkles. It's so pretty.
So talking about that Spectra Ply there, Brad, on the screen there, on my screen, that looked kind of a purpley grey and then a red. On that side, what colour does that look like to you? Is that kind of purpley grey and red? Is it?
Yeah, it's like a grey, a red, and then a natural wood.
Beautiful.
It's like a lightish grey rather than purple. It's just my daft office lighting playing with the colours.
I think it is the Spectra Ply. I saw photos of Mark skis, and then when I saw it in the flesh, I was like, this looks nothing like the photos.
Yeah, it changes, it shifts colour so much.
Yeah, great. I love them. Well done, Joe.
And I cracked out an old Hadley to put on top of there because I was missing the old bastard.
Oh, it does look good on there. I totally agree.
And in that
little, is a good Atty. I still think it's a good small guy.
It's a toss-up for me between the Hadley and the Solo. For my all-time favorite Atty.
For a teenage, I'm guessing I haven't got a Hadley to compare. I had a Hadley when it first came out, and they were pretty small. But the Solo, I think, is a little smaller, isn't it?
The Solo is a lot shorter or squatter. Yeah. Let's do that.
Need a clear cap for that Solo there, I think, Brad.
That I do. I think I need to have a chat to the Munoz brothers.
Yeah.
And also, I need to learn how to pronounce his name.
Craig Nichols has summed up your hand check very well. Stunning mod, shit whiskey.
So cool.
Craig, send me your recommendations and I will stick them in the fire. And in that one, I got apple butter.
Ah, very nice, very nice.
Thought I'd class it up a little bit.
I do like apple butter with a croissant. It's very nice.
With a croissant. I have not had a croissant in far too long.
Definitely should.
And then I went round to Alex earlier this week and I picked up some new Atties. It's the GR1, which James featured a little while ago in his Atty pictures.
Yeah.
And the Jazz.
Nice. Oh, it's a Jazz, of course it is. That's the airflow system there. Yeah, nice.
Yeah. I love my clear and whitish caps, so they've all been swapped out already. I have to say, for 30-odd quid or whatever this GR1 goes for, it's freaking remarkable. It is 30-odd quid, isn't it? Am I?
Yeah, 30. No, even 30-odd. I think
it's
30.
Yeah, I think maybe it was 30 with the bells and whistles. But it's making it difficult to remain an elitist when something this cheap is as good as it is.
You don't have to have expensive stuff to be elitist. It's just got to be authentic. Anything authentic.
It's just got to be good.
It's a state of mind, Brad. It's a state of mind.
You'll always be an elitist, Brad.
We'll have to get it tattooed on me somewhere then.
Let's get them all done. Queue up at Vape Fest. Get them all done. Tattoos. Elitist.
That's not a bad idea. We'll rent a stand at Vape Fest and just drop it.
Doesn't sound like we're all going to get a disease. Definitely outside.
But most of those diseases you can only catch once anyway.
That's true.
May as well get it out of the way.
To keep her.
And TV show that I would bring back. It would have to be Friends.
Oh really?
Yeah, like
I'm a fan. The last 2-3 episodes were fucking painful.
Yeah, but I think that's because they were trying to write it to a close.
It was bad. It was.
If they didn't bother writing it to a close and they just didn't film the next episode.
Were you one of the people who watched? Were you one of the people who watched Joey? That was fucking terrible.
Yeah, I was, unfortunately.
The best episode I've ever seen of Joey is do you remember when LimeWire first came out, the file sharing site?
Yeah.
My friend, we were around his, and he downloaded. My boss, had downloaded the first episode of Joey, and we all sat down to watch it, all prepared, ready, see what it was like. Press play. It was just porn, but we didn't realise for about 5 minutes. We were like, "What's this teacher? This is weird. What's she got to do with stuff?" Wow, wow. And I was like, "This is just porn."
No, those were the golden days of downloading.
Tough golden days of file sharing when you were like downloaded a movie and it took 4 days, and then you realised it was just a load of porn. It wasn't what you wanted anyway.
I made the mistake of teaching my grandfather how to download movies in the early days. And subsequently, half the stuff he downloaded was just porn. And then he tries to show me what's that. I'm like, no, I believe you. It's porn. I don't want to watch it with you. Can we just like?
I would like it even more if he didn't know. Like he went, Doctor Who is pretty good. The 5th episode is amazing. He doesn't really join in, but whoa,
that's Sonic Screwdriver.
Somebody just won the game of Bring a Show Back with the best answer ever. Darren Appleby came with Spaced. That would be fucking amazing.
That might be before my time.
No, it's not. Spaced. It was Nick Frost and someone help me out in chat. Nick Frost and who's the little ginger fella?
Simon Pegg.
Yes, Simon Pegg. Yeah. And Jessica Haynes. It was fucking brilliant.
I'm gonna have to download that tonight then.
To
track it down.
You need to buy it because the extras are ridiculous, absolutely ridiculous. Buy the box set. You'll be able to pick up the box set for pennies, and the references.
So funny.
Yes, I've been. Sorry, I'll judge me that later. Do you want to buy the original? It is crap.
Cool. I'll give it a back.
I still, every so often, mid-sentence, like just out to make something, or with my wife, would just stop and go, "It's too orangey for crows." Still do that. Because of Simon Pegg and Spaced. You will get that joke later.
I will get back to you next week if I get that joke.
Get it.
Right. Well, I'm going to turn this train around and throw it at Rick. No, a lie. Yes, I am. How you doing, mate?
Good, thanks, mate.
What did you have for tea yesterday? How's your week been? What are you vaping on? And what is your favorite type of cheese?
Okay. What was the first one?
I've forgotten.
How's my week been? My week's been disrupted, much like everybody else.
Storm Emma or that chilly rush?
From the snow. We had a load of snow here on Monday night, and it was impossible to move, to drive or go anywhere really on the Tuesday.
Yeah.
So we had a snow day. Got a bit of cabin fever, decided I've got to get to work the next day. So put on the old hiking boots, made it down to the station, waited about an hour for a train. Took me 2 hours to get 5 miles, basically.
Holy shit.
Yeah, but we got to work, did a bit, so it was good. It's positive. You know, it was lovely going out walking in the snow on the.
I was just thinking you could have walked to work quicker than that.
Yeah, we could have, but it's just a real try. It's quite hard work walking in snow. It would have been like walking 10 miles probably. And then you got to get back, and we had the post. We had to take the post back to the post office. So, but it was lovely. It was sunny. We walked down to the station. The train was delayed, so we went and had a coffee. We waited for the train, and we had nice. You know, it was nice. We enjoyed the challenge of getting to work and doing something. So yeah, it's been a good week, really. Yeah, we went in today, no problems. Managed to get the car out of the road, and the main roads were clear. So got to work. We're starting to get through our backlog, but we got a fair backlog after the weekend and after having a day and a half off. Yeah, but we're getting through it. So yeah, it's a good week. What am I drinking? I got that box of punks, didn't I? Of brew dogs last week.
Yeah. You enjoying them?
Yeah, I always do. But I'm on the heavy duty stuff now, the jackhammer.
Oh yeah, that's nice.
Yeah, it's just strong, but you just drink a bit less each sip, don't you? That's what I do anyway. So I'm on jackhammer. What did I have for tea yesterday?
Yeah,
we had bolognese yesterday with tagliatelle.
Very nice. So the carbs is out the window. Back on.
It was then. Annie was supposed to do some spiraled vegetable sort of like courgette. We call it pasta, but you know, like courgette ribbons and things. But she decided we worked so hard, we deserved some carbs.
Bit of carbs.
So we had some carbs.
My missus tried passing those courgette noodle things off as pasta once, and after I threw it all away and went and made myself my own pasta, which I refused to share with her, she's learned, don't serve that shit to me.
It's not as nice as pasta, but it is an alternative. You know,
it's certainly a lot better for the gut, but like my gut's got some growing to do.
Yeah, if it's got to catch up with your fair maiden, it has at the moment, isn't it?
Yeah, she's beating me 6-love.
So yeah, that's what I had for lunch for tea yesterday. What am I vaping on? I am vaping on. Got the Evolver out.
Ooh, pretty.
Yeah, I got the Evolver out. I like it. I've got the Goon on top, a couple of calls. I think I've got about 0.6 build in there, and I'm vaping on some juice. I'm getting through some bottles because I've got loads of bottles with bits of juice in, so I'm getting through the dregs at the moment. And I've got Blueberry Fluff DB. Look, the original Just Add Nick logo on there.
Yeah,
that's got to be a collector's item right about now.
Yeah,
I can just press print on the printer.
Anyone wants to make an offer on an original Just Add Nick label? I've got one there.
Yeah, we'll be flipping them on eBay after the show.
That's lovely. Really tasty. That still good. I don't know how well that's selling it, or if you still got it, John. But that's great.
Blueberry Fluff. Yeah. There's loads of addicts. One of them being Craig.
Yeah, he actually Blueberry Fluff being the best one. I liked them both. I like the other one as well.
Strawberry and peach and blueberry. Strawberry and blueberry, the biggest one.
Yeah, strawberry was the one I had first, I think. And next, I'm vaping on the Chris Scott Mackenzie KO with a Haku on top, and look, a normal 510 drip tip.
Sure.
Yeah, at 28 watts.
You're behaving yourself. Damn.
Well, you know what? Sometimes I go full balls to the wall on a parallel at 0.15, and sometimes it catches my throat a bit. So I thought I'll just have a slower, longer draw on that, and it's really tasty. I've got the Haku singing nicely now, and in that I've got Casadega Can Only Be Mine. Another
nice,
very nice juice indeed. Thank you for that, John.
More on the way.
I've got another one. Yeah, I've got my normal parallel, another Goon on top with Voodoo Brew. What was the question?
What's your favourite type of cheese?
Oh, favourite type of cheese? That's quite an easy one, really. You know, I mean, I like cheese, but I'm not into this. I'm not into the blue cheeses particularly.
Oh,
so it's quite easy for me. I like a bit of cheddar. I mean, a nice piece of David Stowe in Cornwall.
Yeah,
does it for me, and it's got to be mature. I don't like mild cheese.
I was full on expecting you to come with blue cheese and crackers kind of vibe, man.
No, I'm not really. I prefer a less mold, to be honest.
Oh,
How do you feel about alternative animal cheese, Rick?
Yeah, I like goat's cheese as well.
Mm.
Yeah.
You really made that sound weird, like you were going to say cat cheese.
Yeah.
Knob cheese? No. I quite like halloumi as well, actually. Halloumi's
People eat milk ice cream, don't they? Might as well eat knob cheese.
Yeah, quite like a bit of halloumi, grilled. Very nice. But no,
with
a cracker. With a cracker.
cheese thing. Yeah, fuck that shit.
With a cracker, I like a bit of cheddar. I will have a bit of soft cheese as well, like what's the roulardi's one? You get stuff that's Saint something. I don't know. It's got green stuff in it.
Oh, I know what you mean. Yeah, it's got like chives in it.
Yeah, I quite like cheeses like that as well. So yes, not a very adventurous with the cheese, I'm afraid. But yeah. Right. James.
Hello.
Hello. How's your week been, James? What are you vaping on? What did you have for lunch? And it could actually tie in with that last question. Describe your perfect sandwich.
Oh.
Bet it's got a salad in it.
Mate, thanks, Rick. Will you stop being so close to the screen there, John? Thank you.
I'm probably being nice. Well, not.
Thank you, Rick. Week's been. What's the week been? Week's been all right. My house is falling apart. I feel as though I have. I've been in this house 5 years, and I feel it's coming to its end. My loft, my roof is acting itself. Pigeon. I blame the pigeons.
Can you have pigeons? Yeah, pigeons.
Yeah, I blame the pigeons. They've knocked it up there. My boiler was off this morning. My sink was under the cupboard of the sink was dropped at tea time. Everything's just dropping a bit. Apart from that, we've had a couple of snow days. We've had family time. It's been lush. I've enjoyed that.
Did you get the boiler going again? I never got back to that before.
Yes, boiler was. The problem was the condensation pipe leading outside was completely frozen. And I
right. So it's just
a friend of mine this morning at 7 o'clock. It was super ace boiler man fixer. He's been my boiler man ever since I've known him. And he gave us some advice over the phone, and I went out with a kettle, and well, not a kettle because I haven't got a kettle. I haven't got a normal kettle. I've got a 1 cup boil kettle. Why are you on my screen constantly, John?
You highlighted me, you penis.
Let's just get rid of you. Sorry about that.
What the fuck is that me?
There's a little freaky
1 cup kettle.
No, I'm looking at me all the time. Anyway, okay, so I haven't got a normal kettle. What I have got is I've got a 1 cup boiled kettle. So we'll boil many cups of water and defrost it. And a big chunk of ice came out, and then loads of water went, and I reset the boiler, and I went, and we all went, yeah!
Quick, to celebrate with the 1 cup kettle. Somebody.
I love a 1 cup kettle. This is our second 1 cup kettle, and the last 1 cup kettle went to water, another 1 cup kettle, because it's like 27 seconds. You click. And in 27 seconds, you put a cup of.
How do you make 2 cups of tea then?
You press the button twice, Rick. You press the button twice. You make 1 cup of tea.
Yeah, does someone have to wait while?
Is it an actual cup then, or is it just like a pipe?
It's 27. Pardon?
Is it an actual like kettle, or is it like a pipe thing?
It looks like a kettle. It looks like a kettle, but rather than having a spout, it's got a little downward watch on my face, and you put your cup underneath.
Oh, okay.
You know what I'm saying?
You're in the clear now. That makes more sense. I'm with you.
Yeah,
I was imagining a little dollhouse kettle.
Yeah, that's what I was imagining.
Like a teeny. No, that's not. They're a thing out there. I'm sure there's not just. I think I've mentioned
running out in his pajamas this morning with this tiny little kettle the size of a muffin.
Anyway, so that was 7 o'clock this morning. That was fixed. So the week's been alright. We've had a couple of snow days. had a bit of family time. It would have been better if I hadn't been constantly worried about the roof blowing off the top of my house. But it's been all right. It's been lovely spending time with my wife and the boy.
I don't suppose the pigeons would be too happy if the roof blew off.
It's going to be drafty up there. It's going to be drafty. Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Then again, they could all come in. They could all, you know, they could have a big pigeon party up there. Big chilly pigeon party. Bastards. So it's been all right. It's been, I mean, the shade comes. People believe in that. The shade comes in threes. Have you heard that saying before?
My mum says it a lot. Sorry.
Bottles of juice now come in threes, don't they?
They do. All sorts of things come in threes.
You get these boxes with 3 bottles of 10 mils in now, don't you?
Yeah.
Yeah.
So if you're talking about that, then they definitely come in threes. Yeah. Contraceptives, they come in threes. Lots of things come in threes. So anyway, the shade comes in threes. That's been me week sort of thing. It's been all right. I'm not going to complain. I'm still here, aren't I? Yeah. Snow, lots of snow. Snow's been here. The thing that's amusing about the snow has been the Google alerts. I've loved the Google alerts going, yellow snow warning. I love getting them. It's like, yeah, everybody should be due with yellow snow. So thanks for telling us about that, Google. So that's been all right. That's been all right. Well, it's this week. That's pretty much it. What am I vaping on? I am vaping on, as always. I am vaping on the Lucas, the Vapor V2 with a whistle on there, and in there is just a regular RY4, which I'm on. It's all right. Quite enjoying it. It's a little bit bland, but it's all right. It's all right. It's got some sweet overtones. I am also vaping on, same as last week, the Shadow, the Viper X with a whistle on top, and in there is, same as last week, Spectrum Vapes Custard Cream. It is easily the best custard cream I've ever had. I love it. Thank you, Sean, for that. I'm really, really enjoying it. Still, I had it before. I mentioned it before. I enjoyed it. I still really, really like it. You're not going to get a better custard cream out there, I don't think. And I am vaping on. Oh, that one is so nice. I've got a bit of a change of addy on this one. I've got the nipple by TJT on top of the abstract by the lovely Mike Dacus. Look at that. Just look at how it catches the light.
Very good looking indeed.
Nice. And in there, I've got the bottle as well. I've got original. I don't know what the singular of original squeezies is. Is it original squeezy? It's a lemonade. It's a.
I think, yeah, fuck those squeezies. Is that
squeezies? I don't know. It's quite squeezy. It'd be squeezier if it was PTFE. And I'm vaping on that, and it's nice, and I enjoyed it. I'm enjoying it a lot, and that's in the nipple. What did I have for my lunch? I had a sandwich for my lunch. I always have you know what it is? The show sort of dictates me lunch a little bit. I think, should we have something a little bit more exciting? But nah, I'm not anything more exciting. What I want is I want a ham salad sandwich. I always have, but I did mix it up a little bit.
Well, I didn't put egg in it.
And no, I didn't put egg in it. You're absolutely right, John. You're absolutely right. You're like some sort of mystic egg there. I didn't put egg in it. And
I say it's quite noisy. I just do it every week.
And what I did was, the buns were a little different. The bread product, the buns, and there were buns. You know why there were buns? Because it wasn't a bun from the bakers. It was a oven bottom bun, and that's got bun in the title. It's an oven bottom bun.
What does that mean?
It's an oven bottom bun. It's must be they're like slightly brown on the top and the bottom.
I think I heard about it. Isn't it that you kind of they came? This is weird, but I read an article, and I think it is coming from when you had the oven all day from cooking. You used to chuck some dough in the bottom while it was cooling down at the bottom. That's where the heat was, and then you would in the morning you would have an oven bottom bun. Is that all right?
I have no idea. I've not got the.
I'm pretty sure. I'm pretty sure I read an article about it.
Yeah, that's cool. They're nice enough. I mean, they were white. I don't normally have white bread. A lot of white bread. It was nice to have a white bread for a change.
Racist.
That's not a race thing. That's not a race thing. I normally get wholemeal from the bakers, and I say to mix it up. Apart from being an oven bottom bun, I chopped it in half. I don't normally chop a bun in half. It was a bit weird. You get to see the cross section. It was a bit medical. You know what I mean? You get to see the insides on the outside. So that was me lunch. I am drinking Carlsberg cheap Carlsberg lager because, and I'll tell you why, because today I was sorting out the try of Batavars, and I realised I was a little bit tipsy last week drinking the Rick and Morty backers, and I couldn't even remember what try of Batavars we'd done last week. And I was like,
did you have to watch it back? Because that just makes it even funnier.
I didn't. I checked out the dates and went, well, I presume that was. But there was one from you that was another one that you posted on the page last week. The lady thing.
Yeah.
Did we use that one last week?
Oh, I don't know. I didn't watch it.
Oh no, you weren't here last week, were you? See, that goes to show how much I remember of the show.
No, I posted it on Thursday, I think.
Yeah, no, it was before the show, but I don't think I uploaded it, so I've got it this week. So
okay. Try for Starbucks.
Try, so that's in the try of Batavars. So yeah, so I'm on the cheap lager this evening because I cannot be just forgetting what happened in the show. And what was the question? It was sandwiches. What would be my favourite sandwich?
Describe the perfect sandwich.
The perfect sandwich. I occasionally make a pastrami sandwich. Pastrami, mustard, pickle, red onion, a mild cheese, and I lightly toast it. Or occasionally I add some peppers in there, some bell peppers, some fried bell peppers, not raw. Some pan fried bell peppers. Let them go cold, and then toast the entire sandwich. And it is an awesome. It's probably
like a good sandwich.
It's an awesome, amazing, super duper awesome sandwich.
You have just made me hungry.
It's a little bit of a faff and a fanny to make because obviously you've got to prep the bell peppers beforehand because you want to put them in there cold and then toast the sandwich later.
More onions and bell peppers. That needs to go in the bin. That definitely.
No. The bell pepper.
I don't like peppers at all. I would definitely.
Then you should probably leave them out. You should probably leave.
It was the glasses fiddle that made the comment too. Yeah, well, I think you should leave those out then, John.
That is probably me. I love that sandwich, but like I say, it's a bit of a faff and a fanny. And you've got to get good pastrami for it to be decent. That's probably my ultimate sandwich. Okay, so is that everything? Let's check on my list there. Yep, that's everything. John.
I just thought I should have asked John, shouldn't I? Because you've already had to do a question.
Yeah, well, I can ask John the same question. I suppose. I don't know how to see. Rich, come back from getting your update. Come back. Yeah, John. Oh, no, should I mention that? No, I'll mention that later. John, yes. Good evening, John. Hi. I'm doing this again. It's weird. It's like deja vu. John, good evening. How you doing? How's your week been? Having a good time? 1 year? All that sort of malarkey. Congrats. Am I spoiling stuff? I don't want to spoil stuff. How's your week been? What are you drinking? What did you have for your tea yesterday? Yeah, like a proper meal, because I know you've been very busy today. You might not have been able to tell us what you
I'll tell you what I had for dinner yesterday. I'm happy with that. It's fine.
I am interested in what, this is a bit. It seems like this might seem a bit of a weird part of the show. What did you have for you? I'm genuinely interested in what people eat. I am genuinely interested in what people eat, and I'm interested in ideas for other things for me to eat. And like Instagram and Facebook, they don't tell the true story, because what you get on Instagram and Facebook is people who go, I've cooked this super special thing and I've took a photo of it, and that's my super special thing. That's not what you eat every day, though, is it, dude? I want to know what you eat just every day. Anyway, so how's your week been? What are you drinking? What are you vaping? What did you have for you? What have you eaten lately? That's broad enough. And I'll use the same question again. What television show would you like to bring back, if you could bring anything back except for Friends?
Yeah, or Spaced. All right. No, it's all right. We'll go for it. How's the week been? It's been really, 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 really good. Well, I only did, the big boss man was covering me when I was in Norfolk. Not with a gun. He was, doing the work. And then, so I only really worked Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday. And now I've got to work tomorrow. So the week's been great. Yeah, really good fun. Oh, what I had for dinner yesterday? I'm going to go with because it's more boring. I think I had I had leftover spaghetti bolognese. That's what I had. We I saw this discussion on it was UK Squonkers this week. Does anyone else overcook? Right, and we do that. There's certain things. So spag bowl always cook for 4. Freeze 2 portions of bolognese, not pasta, dirty. And then you got a meal like next week or something. And if I do like a chickpea curry, I'd just make like enough for 15 meals because it's a pain in the arse. So just make loads and loads and loads. Yes, that's what I had. Leftover spag bowl. What am I vaping on?
Just do you think it's better? I like it.
Oh, they had this discussion the other day. I'm in 2 minds with it. The chili thing does my head in a bit, right? The talk. I think chili is great, but I think people go fucking over the top. You know, that thing. If you've got mates, oh no, I've got to cook mine 19 hours over a candle, and then I can't be arsed, mate. I ain't got 19 hours to cook a fucking chili, you bellend. But then I think that people slow cook a chili isn't as good as you've done it on the hob. But then, as you said,
19 hours over a candle. Don't they have gas up north?
No, not yet. It's coming. It's coming next year.
It's going to run out, aren't they, apparently.
Apparently so.
Gas shortages today.
Russians turn it off. I like, but I do like chili that's been frozen and then revived. I think it tastes better. But bolognese tends to dry out a little bit, and it was a bit dry.
That's in the reheat. No, I quite like that. I quite like a dry ball. Especially.
It wasn't good. It wasn't good. It was tasty, just a bit dry. What do you think of What do you think of a frozen, re-alived stew? Because I make a Guinness stew with shin of beef.
I think almost everything can benefit from. Not necessarily. It's not the freezing process. It's just that time. That
the resting time.
The steep.
Like a 3-day.
It's a good steep, doesn't it, John?
I like the fact this is a show which is talking about.
I mean, it depends what meat it is, isn't it? I mean, a piece of beef, a beef curry or a beef stew, is always going to be better the next day, I believe.
It's better but I don't think it's better if you. My point was with like a stew. I think it's better the next day, but it's not better if you freeze it. I actually don't. It's one of those.
No, it wrecked the structure of the meat, won't it?
Yeah, it does as well. Shin. I cook shin for 3 hours, and it tastes all the fat and stuff just melts away when you eat it. But when you bring it back, it's not as good. If you freeze it, it's no good.
No, that'd wreck it. That'd just be pulp.
Yeah, no, not a fan. But anyway, we better talk about something else that's not food. What am I vaping on? I'm vaping on. I have got a 45 milligram lemon crack in the thing that I don't know what it's called. What's it called? The Hasta mouth to lung tank. I don't miss that Inokin thing at all. The one of the shitty coils. The Zenith. I like this. Hasta mouth to lung. With 45 milligram lemon crack. It's good. It can take the nick, that. Next up, I have got an Aries arse tank. That's what I'm calling it. Aries arse tank by Inokin on top of the Abstract Mods flask. And in that is Canoni B1. I do really like that. Look how that has aged for about a month. And it's really, really good. Really, 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 really good. I can't even tell you what's in the last one. Just pretend and show you. What the fuck? It's fucking got no, it's not. Another Abstract mod. This one being the Switch Fit. On top of it is the B2K, the special edition with a gold-plated deck. And in that is a juice that I'm testing at the moment for just had Nick, so I can't tell you what it is. But it's good.
Secrets.
But it's a tester, so it's 3 milligrams. So I know a lot of people love the 3 milligram. I could easily hit this. I think it's a 0.2 coil. I could easily hit this with 12. It just leaves me wanting more at 3.
You need a goon, 2 fused Claptons.
I'll be all right. Hit that 12 milligram, no problem. And what program would I bring back? I'm trying to think of a program that we haven't mentioned.
We've only mentioned 2.
Yeah, well, Space and Friends. Oh, I tell you what. I'd bring back, and it's only just fucking finished, and I can't believe it's already been cancelled. It is fucking ludicrous. And like anyone who knows me recently, when they've gone, no really good series, I always answer with this. And the answer is The Detectorists by the guy who played Gareth in The Office. It is fucking brilliant. It's set like 20, 30 miles down the road from me. And it's so funny. And the thing that makes it even funnier is that one of the leads can't do a Suffolk accent, which is quite difficult. So he does what I do, which is he slips back and does a Dorset. So he's always talking like that, and he's everywhere, and he's saying, "Oh yeah, I got to do that. Go and buy some turnips." And I think, no, that's not Suffolk, but it's The Detectorist is so fucking funny, and it's been cancelled because the BBC's full of shit, and people like watching fucking men dressed up as women bashing people around the head with a fucking load of shit. And watching people watching telly. Did you watch Gogglebox last night? No, I was stapling my ball bag to a chair, actually. So I don't have time. Sorry, man.
That little fella who's not Mackenzie Crook, I've seen him in. He's a proper actor.
He was in the Dad's Army movie. He was in Sherlock. Played a baddie in Sherlock.
Yeah, he's been in all sorts of bits and bobs, hasn't he? It's good. It's good. And you're absolutely right, though. You do. You have mentioned that like a dozen times to me easily, or in conversation.
I have a shit and keep saying it to everybody. Yeah, but
do you want to actually do a bit of detectorizing? Have you ever fancied a metal detector, John?
It's one of those things. Me and my lovely wife have both admitted the same thing, which is I don't want to actually waste any money on a fucking metal detector. Someone lend me a really good one for about an hour, and I'll have a go and be bored shitless instantly. Bored shitless.
Yeah.
It's like everybody. A lot of people want to play golf until they actually have a go at game of golf, and then realise it is mind-numbing. I have no idea what the fuck that's about. I went to a driving range once because at least you don't have to go after the ball. Fuck, after 10, it's piss boring. I've no idea fucking what I was doing that for.
Yeah, it's not like it's a lot of walking. It's a lot of walking. I can see the fun if you've got one of them little.
Oh yeah, the car, but leave the golf bag. Fuck it, just do a lap. That's wicked fun. I'd definitely do that. I have no interest in.
Just go, Cotton. Yeah.
No, absolutely. Fuck golf. The golf wins an award though. Like cricket is shit boring to watch. Brilliant to play though. Fucking great fun. Few beers, mates, game of cricket, fucking hilarious. Golf is the winner. It is shit to watch, shit to play, shit to even think about. It is shit. That is how golf wins. If you're a fan, Brad, I'm sorry. It is shit.
I used to play in my younger days, but that was mostly for the drinking that was involved.
Then you found out about women, and you were like, "Yeah,
yeah, exactly." And then I got laid and never played again.
Yeah, I get it.
Different type of balls, isn't it? Different type of balls.
Yeah.
Right, I think we're going to go crack off from this and then straight into the news. I've put a Duff link in my notes because I'm a fucking idiot. So let me just follow that link. It's quite interesting at the moment. I know it was covered last week. One of the things that was covered last week was the kind of news that the American Lung Association are still talking shit, but not as much shit as they were previously. So that was quite good news. And this week, this is stories from America. The headline is "E-cigs cause no long-term harm," says professor.
That is still quite a substantial turnaround for them to have made from what
absolutely, but it's not accepted.
2 months ago.
I've got to. I just want to read. I'm just basically going to read what it was. It was the test subject. We've actually spoken about this before. It was non-smokers who had vaped in the long-term study. So it's another look at this. And so I'm actually just going to read the results. So this was actually, this is what this professor has said. The underlying discoveries give us in the business justifiable reason motivation to be carefully idealistic. No neurotic discoveries could be distinguished on HRCT of the lungs, and no respiratory manifestations were reliably detailed in the EC. This little investigation, the first of its kind to date, found no distinguishable changes in the lung well-being in never smokers who have been consistently vaping for no less than 4 years. Every day, introduction to ECs vaporized emanations cause no noteworthy changes in any of the well-being results examined, including measures of lung capacity and lung aggravation. Sorry, but
too many syllables there for you, mate.
Too many fucking syllables. But it was really, that was quite good that they can't even go at it with lung inflammation, because there's always been something that's thrown over and over again. There's absolutely no denying one fact that we have known for a long time, which is nicotine causes the heart to speed up. We knew that. Everybody knew that. And it certainly does. It's not news. So it's kind of good. They're kind of coming around. They're not quite at cancer research levels, but we're getting there. My next little bit of news, not really news. Jones sort of mentioned it a little bit earlier, but a 1 year of Just That Nick. It was actually my first day of the new year today.
Cheers, John.
Congratulations. Well done. Look at that.
Cheers, buddy.
Cheers.
Congrats.
Oh, I was going to say a few little thanks, but it all kind of started 2016. I think it was November, on a lunch break from my work, and Simon asked me to come around and talk to and have a chat with him about an idea. And within an hour, we got the name of the company and the suppliers we wanted to hit as the first suppliers to do it, and then it was tense wage negotiations, and then I handed in my notice on the 1st of January, I think. Yeah, I think it was the 1st of January, 2017. And it's been absolutely brilliant. It really has. I get to work selling my friends liquids and supplying my friends with liquid, which is great. And yeah, it's been fantastic. And everybody played a little game this week when I gave a mod away, which was the only laser printed Just That Nick mod, and I gave that away. I did Facebook Live the other day. Fuck that. Don't like that at all. I don't know how Mr. Mark and all that do that. Fucking, you get no prep time. You just hit live and they go, yeah, no, hello, and then fuck that. Don't like it at all. Don't like doing it on my own. So yeah, it was just some thank yous really. My big boss man and best mate Simon, his partner Catherine, Mrs. John for putting up with the fact that I actually quit my job to do it. The Omies, you lots, as in the people who aren't the presenters of the show, because it makes a massive difference when you talk to people in the industry, especially me and Rick whine to each other quite a lot.
I don't moan about anything, John. Don't lie.
It's completely. It's just a different. It's such a fast-paced industry, and everybody will say that everything changes all the time, and so you've got to be slightly ahead. And if you like sleep, it's not for you. It's incredible. I'd like to thank Mr. Mark Todd, who kicked off one of the weird. Mark did a review early days. He didn't. We didn't ask him to. He didn't ask for anything, and he just did it, and it made a massive difference. It was really, really kind of him to do that. I know he will say he didn't do it for anything, but he's a really, really nice guy. Obviously, all the suppliers, especially the ones at the start who believed in it, like Jamie at Vape Swag and Simon Sawyers, St. Simon of Sawyers, people like Mark Selby. All the suppliers have been absolutely fantastic and believe the whole thing. Just to believe the concept, because when we first started, no one was doing it. No one was doing it. There was a few people selling concentrates, but no one was doing it as kits and things. So, yeah, it was absolutely fantastic. So, and obviously all the customers, thank you very much. Thank you. The end of me talking bollocks. I quit doing that.
Well, you've done well, John. You know, it's testament to a good idea and well executed. So
thank you very much.
Long may it continue.
It's been absolutely brilliant. And hopefully, yeah, we're still adding stuff to it, and we'll continue to do so. Keep adding flavors and suppliers and stuff like that. Oh, I'll add to that. I spoke to Peter today from Mr. Grumpy from Grumpy Liquids, and Grumpy Juice is coming back to Just Add Nick next week.
Hey.
So gingerbread brulee and grumpy custard that everybody was asking me about. Coconut custard. And I think the one that I think people have started selling body parts for raspberry donut. When you get a raspberry donut back, I'll lose it. I can't. I told the kids, give me it. It's coming back. We're going to have it next week. Thank you, Peter. It's so good to... Peter Huxley is such a genuinely lovely bloke.
I think we ought to get Peter on the show again. He needs to tell us about some of his travels. Don't matter about the liquid. We know the liquid's good.
Yeah, I'm up for that. I love Peter. He's so funny. I love his comments. His Facebook posts make me piss myself. I'm sure we can organise getting Peter back on the show.
Brilliant. I love to have Peter on the show. I've known Peter for a lot of years before, even before I came to Facebook. I knew I actually followed Peter on Twitter. Yeah, on Twitter. I did. I followed Peter, and he's a bit of a comedy genius, is Peter.
So funny.
And a lovely fella. And then he joined Planet of the Vapes, and I was like, you're not a grumpy dude from Twitter, right? He's like, oh, I am. I was like, oh, and he just started. I kind of try to.
He's got thousands of followers on Twitter, hasn't he?
Oh, many more than I. I have quite a few. Certainly, a lot more than he. You know, you can see he's got thousands of followers, but you follow thousands of people. Yeah. A percentage follows you back. It's not like that with Peter. He's got a genuine following. He's a funny fella. I'd love to chat with him on the show. I really would. Good lad, really good lad. Smash him.
Really, I'd really love to only got back in contact today. And we were chatting away. I just really like Peter. Right, now to be a bastard and myself. This is a little minor bugbear. Not a minor bugbear. Last week I already knew about this. I'm a wanker and I didn't tell any of our viewers about this. The Thursday before last week, so 2 weeks ago, I knew that Blue were selling the Von Earl. I knew that Blue were selling the Von Earl starter kit for £1, and I didn't fucking say it. I knew that because it was on Reddit. And my issue is the issue I've said so many times, like a broken record. Everybody runs around and gets so tangled up in legislation like the original TPD and the TPDR. When somebody sets out the rules of engagement to you, it's very simple to work with them, work around them, encompass them in your business. That's very, very simple. When your competition in the industry is big tobacco, who have bought Von Earl, anyone who thinks they haven't, you're off your fucking skull. They've bought Von Earl, and obviously they own Blue. These people have got advertising budgets you won't fucking believe. They are so massive. And they were doing this offer for £1. Go into a local vape shop and try and find the cheapest starter kit you can buy. If you get under a tenner, I'll be absolutely amazing. If it's a tenner, it's a piece of shit. Big tobacco, the Von Erlen kits like that, there's no new tech in that. It's a CE5 or a CE4 or whatever. It's got a little bit of cotton instead of a silica wick, but it's the same thing. And it's the same trick as they do every single Boxing Day with inkjet printers. You see an inkjet printer, it's down from it's 400 quid, it's 50 quid, bargain. And then you've got to fill it up with ink, and 3 cartridges cost you 75 quid. If you buy a kit for £1, and I think the refills are £15, it works out £15 for 6 mil of e-liquid. I'd be worried.
They can afford to give the devices away if they're selling cartridges to go on.
They can afford to do what they want. Currently, when I quit smoking, 20 Benson was £6.50. they make gross 20 pence. Well, they cost 20 pence to produce. Sorry, and I think they make about 50p. So they're making 30p. These devices, they're talking like 50% margins and 80%. They're making they can see a gold mine opening up in front of them, and that's what they're doing. Heated tobacco, it's never going to fucking work. We all know it doesn't work. It's not the threat. The threat is small mouth-to-lung devices sold through Tesco's. I know it's still people not smoking, but that is what's going to happen. That's what's going to happen, in my humble opinion.
I agree. That's where the majority of the money is. However, I think that £1 blue deal should have been spread across all of the groups to the people who are not the people who are going to replace them cartridges. They're not going to be. They're going to be hacking them cartridges. They're going to be filling them with their own gear. They're going to put their own coils in them. I think the SV, UKS, showy type people. I think the majority of vapers on Facebook are not the kind of people who are spent. Who are. I agree with. There's an argument. The problem is, it goes back to the tech argument. It's a piece of shit. Anyway, I mean, what would you not spend £1 on? I wouldn't spend £1 on something I would chuck in the bin, because if you've got free base nicotine in that, not 20 milligram salt nic, if you're refilling it with 3 milligram, people going, I'm just going to fill it up with my normal, or even 10 milligram, you're going to get fuck all out of that ever. You are not. That is not going to be a pub vape. It's just a piece. You
need 20 milligram at least.
Yeah, you need some strong in them.
I've already seen people hacking them, putting their own.
Absolutely, but you can do. Yeah, it's the same argument for the the Zenith the other week when I had that Zenith, the tank and the coils. The reason it's shit because the coils are shit. Currently, there's, as I said before, there's less than a penny's worth of cotton in here and less than a penny's worth of wire in this. I've paid, well, I did actually, Richard gave me this, but say I'd paid, I think it's about 25 quid, 30 quid. I'm done, I'm free. It don't matter to me. I don't have to fuck about trying to put a coil in something that's not, you're supposed to put a coil in.
But if you're against Imperial or whatever, British Imperial, who owns blue, then there is no way they are losing money on every single £1.
Everyone that chucks it in the bin, but they make it. I just think
they're so huge. The small impact everybody that vapes on Facebook would have on their budget.
Nothing.
It's an advert on the television for them.
But it's still just a little bit of a fuck you. It's still just a little bit of a. Yeah. It's costing you X amount to send it out. It's however many pound. Because obviously the million.
If you said everybody order it, I don't know. I'm just being.
We're not going to be bankrupting Imperial Tobacco, but it's just a little bit of a. It's a pound.
I find it. Don't you think to not leave a bitter taste in your mouth? I'm trying to think of a decent analogy that's not me going. That I'm not. I'm trying not to do something, say something fucking awful. But I'm trying to think of a decent analogy.
I totally know what you're saying.
Okay, I've got the thing. If you went to go and buy, fuck it, I'm going a bit desperate. Say you went to go and buy some. Say you went to go and buy some sunscreen. Right, it's going to be a sunny day, middle of July, going out with the wife. You go and buy some sunscreen from Bob, lovely bloke. He sells sunscreen. He's got a big gallon tank in the garden. He'll sell it to you. It's £1 a litre, and you don't need that. It's £5, whatever. And then you and the wife go down the beach and you both get burnt to fuck. And you go and see Bob and go, oh, Bob, I got burnt to fuck. And he says, oh, yeah, now that happens. But I have got after sun for £5. Would you buy it off him? These are the people who sold you emphysema. These are the people who sold you lung cancer. And they're selling you the fucking cure. It's fucking ludicrous.
But I totally knew the dangers of smoking when I started smoking. I did not go in there blind going, oh.
Okay, it doesn't matter though.
I didn't know what it told me.
That's fine. But Bob tells you you're going to get burnt, but it's only £5. And then you go back and still buy the after something. I don't think you would.
Of course I wouldn't. Of course I would not. But because that's an immediate thing. But that argument, it's a moot point. It doesn't work in this case. What I'm saying to you is, for £1 to kind of to try a bit of kit, to try a bit of kit.
Go give £1 to a homeless person. Don't give it to Imperial Tobacco. Seriously, just stick a quid
That's
up your arse.
The give the £1 to a homeless person argument is totally unfair. I think they lose money on that.
No.
It's a daft little bit of kit. You know what vapers are like? They love to get new bits of kit. It's a £1, and they are losing money. They're losing however many, £3, £4, whatever it is. I just thought it was a nice little.
I honestly, I wouldn't give them shit all. I wouldn't give them a fucking thing.
You're not giving them anything, John. What you're doing is you're taking from them.
You are though. It doesn't matter because even if it's in your hand and you're using it in the pub outside and you've got it and it was £1, you're going to tell some. You know, as people, we know people ask you, "Oh, where'd you get that from? Where'd you get this from?" And you go, "Oh, it's only £1 actually." You go on this website, and then this lady goes and buys it. She doesn't know you fill up the fuck. How the fuck you explain that outside a pub? She's going to spend.
Do not do that. I'm not going to do it. I ordered one for £1. I haven't received the thing, but I ordered one for £1, and because one, what will I not buy for £1? I'll buy it for it's £1. It's £1, and I will give £1 to homeless people. Do not bring that.
Not okay. That was a bit of a cunty thing to do, but I just fuck them in the. I really think they are. But they are. When you think of legislation, you think of all these things. This is what will take out. You know, local bricks and mortar. That is what's going to take out bricks and mortar shops. Not the web. Not. I'm not talking. I'm not trying to defend. I know. Just admit, we knew from the beginning it's from people who vape already and into rebuildables and stuff. I knew that because you can't hit them both. It's really, really difficult. When you're a B&M, you can because you're talking to people and you can go, well, why don't you try this? Or why don't you try that? Or why don't you try this? But once you've got the Von Earl going over, it is the beginning. All of these things. Everybody who goes, "No, mate, no, we're like this company, we've made this thing. It's like it's a shit e-cig with no regulation, and you know, it's from about 2006, but no, we really believe that it's never for sale." Hi, my name's Bob. I'm from British American Tobacco. We want to buy your company for 20 million. Yeah, all right then. Because I would.
You'd be foolish not. You'd be foolish not. And it doesn't matter. You have a lot of principles. A lot of principles. 20 million quid buys a lot of principles.
Fuck it does. And they might as well, because fuck that. Fuck, they're on a losing battle with tobacco, and they're not daft. They know that, and the shareholders are there, and they're Anyway, we're gonna have to. We're not going to agree, but we will move along. Fuck blue, fuck Imperial Tobacco, fuck British American Tobacco. They kiss my ass. We always had them on the back foot, and they're still on the back foot. It's old tech.
We are fucking them. We always will be. There'll be a certain percentage of vapors that will never ever touch anything by them.
No. And we're not in that thing. And I know this is the other thing. I know I'm preaching to the choir. I know we're not in the pool of people who are going to buy that. I'm not fucking daft. I know all the people who are watching in the side. They're not going to buy that dog shit. It's shit. Why the fuck would you buy something that's from 2009? It's and use it regularly as
But more importantly, it doesn't matter how old it is. It never worked very well.
No, it didn't, and it don't work now. It's bullshit. But
it's a pound. But it's a pound.
Whatever. We're not going to agree on that. I'm going to go sorry, and that was a bit of fun, but me being a moody bastard. Now a little bit serious. Not much. I just want to just a little thing out there. Really, yeah. We lost an Omi in January, but nobody knew. I know he was a member of a lot of UK groups, which is Daniel Wright. He commented a few times on iOS, and he commented on SV. And I know Damien spoke about it last week. I think he was on UKS as well.
Yes.
The thing that I will proudly say about these groups, and you can call people elitists, you can call people, you can do whatever you want. When we lose one, you can feel it go down, because it's somebody who's not going to contribute anymore, and it's somebody who has been part of their family kind of thing in vaping. And so if you've got a beer with you tonight, raise your glass to Daniel Wright, because sadly he's not playing the game anymore. But
rest in peace, Daniel.
Really, really sad, but that was it.
Always a shame. Always sad. Always sad.
Always sad as fuck. Yeah, he's only 43, wasn't he? Fucking awful. But it just shows how close the people try to drive wedges in the high end. They don't fucking work. So fuck on. James, they're a bit of a downer. I'll pass you on a downer.
Thanks very much. I've got some news. I have got some news. A couple of things. I've got picks as well. Have you got picks there, Rick? A couple of things. First one is, I bet it's. Oh,
I thought that was my Triumph Guitar Bar then.
No. No, this is the Berserker 18mm RDA from Wandy Vapes. This is a brand new RDA. I don't think it's hit the UK just yet. I haven't seen a single review. It came out. Well, all the details were released on Monday. Somebody posted on the group probably Tuesday or Wednesday. I was like, oh, girl, that was already in my news. So it's an 18mm RDA single coil. It is. They've decided to stick with the name Berserker, despite the fact that the original Berserker was a 22.
I like the translations. They're good. Small deck is a lot of taste.
That's right. Small deck is a lot of taste.
It looks so fucking complicated.
Yeah.
I mean, you've got to remember a lot of that is under the deck there, Rick, on the picture on my right hand.
Yeah.
It's under the deck.
Has anyone got one in hand yet, James?
No. I certainly haven't. I've put the word out.
I have a bit of a premonition about it.
Yeah.
Because it's been done before, the air tubes. Well, I tell you, sorry, because I've had to full screen. Mark might have one, so he might correct me. But I see turbulence in that design, because air tubes that I've used in the past have been loud.
Well, I think we'll see. I mean, I quite like the idea. This is a little bit different from the normal air tube. You can see there we've got air intakes from either side, as if it's a.
Mark's just put exactly what I thought. He's put the aeronaut there, and I had one, and that is exactly what the aeronaut was, and it was fucking loud.
Well, I think we'll wait and see. I suspect that's supposed to be pig. It's probably not pig. It's probably just plastic there. So you've got the air intake from the left and the right there, coming with the various different air holes. It's 18mm. It's a wee deck. You can see. I don't know what size coil they've got in there. I don't know what it's going to be like. I honestly don't know what it's going to be like. Come over the next.
I almost think that there's not enough space. You got to get the air close.
It is pretty cramped in there, but I like that. I like a teeny tiny deck. And I suspect that's probably something like that.
I think I would respect it more if it didn't come in rainbow.
Yeah, but yeah, it's for the kids, isn't it? Getting the kids into the most look. I don't think it's a bad look in the stainless steel anyway. I mean, I always buy stainless steel. I don't think it's a bad look. You put your own drip tip on it. I think that might be all right. We're looking at pics here, aren't we? It's hard to see.
I'm with you, James. I think it looks best in SS.
Yeah, definitely.
So here's
it'd be definitely interesting to see what happened. You know, what they're like in hand.
Yeah,
what's that thing there? Oh, you even get a coil thing with it, do you? What's this thing here?
You get like this.
I think they're mates. I think they're holding hands.
L-shaped coiling rod with it. By the looks of it, Rick, it's like it's essentially a coiling rod. So you can see that you get the beauty ring with it. That's an option sort of thing. You get the airflow cup, and then obviously you're getting all of those airflow tubes as well with it. So there's going to be a ton of options to try and tune in your actual airflow. The drip tip looks like a dual pot sort of drip tip.
What's the beauty ring called when it does the opposite of what it says? like because it looks way better without.
An ugly ring.
An ugly ring, right?
I think it looks better without as well.
Yeah, it's tall for a beauty ring as well. It's very tall.
It really is tall.
I think a bog rattle now look much better. But they're all options. I love the fact that you're getting these bits and bobs included with atomizers. You know, I quite like.
Can't argue with that.
You know, the B2 Kia with all of them options, regardless of the I just blew us away all of them options. So I like that you're getting this kind of dual part drip tip in there. I like that you've got airflow options, and it's another mouth longer. And I think it's a market that needs to be expanded a little bit more. I like it. It comes with a squonk pin and a regular pin.
Yeah,
I
can't disagree with you.
And give you a bit of a Vaping James's review at some point in the near future.
Yeah, I think it'll probably be tasty for you guys that like the little ones. So, yeah,
it's a tiddler there. It's a tiddler. So that's me. Me Atty of the week. That's the only bit of Atty news I've got, other than the Booty cups. Have you got them pics there, Rick? Just a couple of those.
Ooh, no.
They're in my folder.
Earlier.
They're just great. I am a little bit late with those. So this is Mark Allen. This is a chap from Facebook, from UKS and stuff. He's bringing out some caps for, at the minute. That's there. Thank you very much, sir. At the minute he's had Nada and Haku caps. They're a little bit different. They've got that's the Nada there, I think. With a little step in there, a little bit different. That's his new logo there. And that one there is the Haku cup. And I think that takes the Haku and makes it look like nice looking, to be honest with you.
Yeah.
I'm not a big fan of that standing up, proud kind of round square look of the Haku. And that one there with a little step, I think it's a really good looking cap. So he's doing these on his Facebook group, which is Butio Caps, BUTIO caps, and he did. What did he do last week? I think he did 20 of each last week, and they went straight away. They were 45 quid each, which is it's quite expensive. But he's getting these all made in the UK, in Derbyshire. They are 316 stainless steel. He's looking at options like single airflow for the likes of the Nada and the Haku, which I think is a nice little option there for people who don't want the dual airflow in there. He's doing lists via Google Documents. He's looking at getting another list up and running next week, I think. So if you want to join the group, now would probably be a great time to join the group. If you're looking at if you've got a Haku and you want it to look nice, or if you've got a Nada and you want something a little bit different. Top quality caps. The machine that he's got that's doing them is it's this super duper accurate machine. He said it was like 0.01 millimeters accuracy, or 0.001. I was like, wow, that seems incredibly accurate. So anyway, that's kind of, they've been dropping this week and landing this week, and I kind of like the look of them a lot.
It's quite good. It's funky. I mean, that mod makes it look a lot better as well. Very good colour matchy.
That is an improvement on the Haku cap, I think.
Yeah, I agree.
It's a really and
I don't dislike the Haku cap as standard, but
I'm not a big fan myself. So that is Butio caps, or BUTIO from Mark Allen, and I like them a lot.
Very good. Good to see. It's good to see his aftermarket parts coming out. I love it.
It is. I like them. I do. I like them. I like that people are bodying things up. Okay, next I've got a couple of try of Batavas. I've not got a lot this week. I've got a couple low. That's what people have been waiting for.
Definitely. So I came back from Norfolk.
Try Batavas.
Right then, should we get straight into it?
Absolutely. Let's have them. Let's have that theme tune, Rick.
I haven't got it.
No, do the theme tune live. You've done the theme tune. Awesome.
Okay, this one, you know what? This week, my Facebook is absolutely knackered. So I've not got names for a lot of these, unfortunately, because you might be able to recognise somebody's face.
See a lady there in the reflection.
That could well be a lady in there. This is in TK Max. I know that much. I can remember that from the actual thing. But like I say, my Facebook's been awful this week, so I've not got names for these because I couldn't find them. I just got this. I got the turny circle, the loady thing. So I had to look through the pictures and just grab the pictures. So this is Modbox. It's like a box mod, but it's Modbox.
Yeah.
It's a tribal bar. Reminds somebody of it.
Yeah, it definitely is.
I like it. I think I've seen that in TK Max before and thought that myself, but I never.
TK Max is one of those shops where I stand outside.
Oh, yeah, it is a bit of a.
Very touchy.
I like a little browse through TK Max.
I don't like being nudged by people, so I just stand outside.
It's like a gamble, isn't it? I'm not much of a gambling man myself, but you got to take your max. A bit of a gamble. Is I'm gambling my time. Will I find anything worth having? Will I not? Will it just be all crap? But I'll gamble my time.
It'd be good at the door if they just went Bondo, and then you just went.
Next.
This is from somebody unknown again. This is obviously this is a advertisement on Facebook, and it's an air freshener for your car, but it looks a bit like some sort of.
It says onion concentration.
It does. It does. For people who want that onion smell in their car.
People who want to be single forever.
Here's the thing. What kind of shit does your car smell like?
Look at that. It's one for James as well.
James,
it's $1. What's $1? Get it.
Very good. Yes, excellent.
How bad does it
Here's the thing with that though. That's on Wish. There's Wish and there's Geek and there's all them sort of melodies, and you get them coming up, and you go, oh look, it's spring onion or whatever flavored concentration or whatever it is, the onion concentration air freshener. I want that. I'll click on that, and what it'll do is that'll then take you to the Wish website or the Wish app, and that'll not be there. You then got to search for that. I hate that about these Chinese
Wishes. Don't you think the one thing about Wish though is that I have got Wish app on my phone, and it's like getting a gift from past self. You know, if you just buy, like, I bought 3 sets of headphones. They're all gash, but you don't get them for like 6 weeks. So when they turn up in the post, you're like, what's this? It's a gift from past John. I fucking love it.
Yeah, there is that. But I hate that kind of having to. Of getting the email and clicking on the thing that you like the look of, and then just taking you just to general stuff that isn't that thing that you've clicked on. I think it's a bit lazy. Anyway, that's
and weirdly overtly sexual things, which you go, what? I click the button. It says prostate massager. I'm all right. I just here for an onion air freshener. Thank you very much.
I see that. The first thing I think is like, what was it originally before they translated it? That they ended up with onion.
I want to know what the other word is. Yeah, onion.
Did they read the flavour off of a packet of crisps?
Double onion.
Think, oh yeah, let's make the cars smell like cheese and onion or.
Onion.
I want to know what that word is. I'm trying to work out the gap. Is that gap?
One onion, not enough.
It goes right to there, so they can't say onion. It must be longer than onion. It must start there.
I reckon it's Funyun onion. That's what I reckon.
It could be bunion onion.
Bunion onion. Right, let's get the next one, James. Oh, Rick. Oh, I did like that, and it did make me look twice.
That's a good one.
Even though I knew what it was.
It's a lighter. It's an old pepper lighter. I can't remember the name of them now. It's a pepper lighter. So it's. I mean, it looks a lot like a mod. It looks a lot like there's a fire burner in there. That could be a really slim kind of.
What's the mod? It looks exactly like a mod. I can't think what it's called.
There's the squeeze. There's that squirt squonker, isn't there?
Back in the day when it was like it was a mod that quite like that. If it had a bit more of a curve at the top.
I can't remember now.
Keep watching. Somebody will get one. It was like a Art Deco kind of thing going on.
I quite like it. I quite like it. It's I say it's a petrol lighter, and it's got built-in airflow. I thought at first, because I didn't recognise it.
There we go. Sorry, got it. Scotty Bobfoot, the ZNA.
That looks nothing like a ZNA.
It does.
Looks nothing like a ZNA.
The first one they brought out, the first thing.
Yeah, ZNA. The one where it had more of a curve. And it reminded me of a ZNA.
I can't remember.
I like the purge battery vent holes.
I'd quite like to get that and put a battery in it and make it into a mod.
Yeah.
AAA mod.
It depends how big it is. I mean, if you could get an 18650 in there, it'd be great.
You never in a million. No, you get a AAA in that. A bit about it.
If you look at the top rig, I'm pointing at the screen. That's absolutely no use to you. The top rig. On the other side, that's where you're clicking your thumb down on that. But you know what I mean? It's a lighter size.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah, it is. It's
you could stick a 1440 in there or something.
Oh yeah, absolutely. It'd be a groovy.
If you're a 5-watt vapor on butthole, all right.
It's a nice one. I like it. I like it a lot. It looks like it's made by the Navajo Indians.
Yeah, it's a good one.
And this is the opposite end of the scale. Look at the size of that baby. That's 25 milli easy. And I believe this is he's a Star Trek dude.
Klingon, isn't he? Is he a Klingon?
I have no idea. I recognise the Klingon from the Klingon head thing.
No, that's not a Klingon.
No, that's not a Klingon. He's definitely going to be mouth to lunging with a nose slit like that.
I would not share my cocaine with him. It's a Star Trek dude. It's a Star. I don't know what he is.
It could be a new type of battery inside the mod, a new power source for a mod.
That could be a cousin of mine. Look at that forehead. Look at that.
This is
for here, you cunts in chat.
Long gone is lithium from batteries. You've got this nuclear, everlasting power supply inside your mod in the future.
That'd be good. I get sick of charging batteries. Very good, very good. I would like that a lot. So that's a start.
Drip tip's too small.
It's a nub, isn't it? It's definitely GMT. It's smaller and smaller in the future. Here we go. Here we go. John, do you want to talk about this one, mate?
Yeah, it's the caps, isn't it, for 510s and stuff. I think that's what they are. They're clear caps. You can drip tips in at the top.
I really don't know what this is.
You don't want to.
It's going to be something to do with women, isn't it?
Yes, it is. Yes.
It was really good fun watching the most weird sexual frustration pan out on some of the other halves of Omis are very they just don't let them near you. Fucking hell.
What is it then? Come on, what is it?
That is a moon cup, which is what you would use if you have given up shaving your legs. No, it is for when Aunt Irma has come to visit, you would use that rather than disposable sanitary ware. There you go. That's pretty good. I'm quite happy with that.
Oh, so that's sort of
it's a catch cup.
Yeah,
it's not like a funnel then.
No, it's upside down. They're upside down right now.
Right. Okay.
The bit at the bottom is to extract.
Oh, okay. Got you. It's not that big then. I didn't know how big it was. I didn't.
No, it's not very big. It probably fit on your thumb, but I wouldn't. I mean, do it.
It's a hippie thing. It's kind of to save the world, you know. It's kind of a recycling.
That was the older don't shave your legs thing. Yeah, it's quite. Yeah. It was because I heard a discussion about. I heard a discussion of a woman saying where she emptied it, which was down her work sink, which I personally thought was a bit much.
Oh.
In the kitchen.
This one came from Flitzy. This is just today. This was something that reminded him of vaping, but it wasn't about vaping. But I
didn't even get the vaping reference
because it's got GG on there, and some people attribute GG to it's Golden Greek. That's
Golden
right.
Greek. Okay. Right. Fuck.
However, other people, Grim Green. And I think Flitzy this was a Grim Green thing for Flitzy. However, for me, I saw the GG and I just thought Golden Greek. And this was a chat. I don't know what kind of crazy chat that Flitzy is in. I don't know whether this is. I don't even know what GG really is. And then they got all these. I've got no idea. I've got no idea. Absolutely no idea.
No, I've got no idea what GG means in this context.
In this context, no, me neither. But it reminded him of vaping, so he sent it in. Belated love, thanks for that, Flitzy. Lovely.
Maybe it's their cure for crabs.
You did reference crabs down there, crab power.
Yeah.
Crab power!
Don't know. Maybe Grim Green's got crabs.
I have no idea.
We've gone down the dark rabbit hole.
Beans, Nick. We want to know.
Yeah, come on, Flitzy. What kind of crazy chat you're in there? Okay, next one. This didn't come from Mark. This is from Mark's little trip to Greece.
Yeah, he took a picture of this, and I actually thought he said about he's going to get one of these for his shed, but I can't believe it. It's a step too far for him, I think.
It is. This is. I mean, it looks. The bottom bit looks a lot like either a deck with a.
I thought this was reaching.
I would love one of these.
It's a 5-axis CNC, isn't it? That's what I think. It is.
Yeah, I would suck off every Omi for one of these.
Yeah, I would too. Yeah.
You heard what you got.
But you probably got 100 grand a machine there.
Is that what is? Wow.
I don't know. I don't know that, but you're talking multiples of tens of thousands for something like that.
Cool, absolutely cool. I'd use it to make forks or something like that.
It would be a beautiful fork, James.
Yeah, I'd be just CNC and cutlery out of that. It's nice though. I like it a lot. I'd love to have a go of that sort of thing. I can't remember who it was from. Was it from Trevor Larkin? It might have been Trevor Larkin who actually posted that one up. But it was Mark Todd's photo. Next one, please. If we have any more, do we have any more? I don't know.
Yeah, we got more.
Oh, this one's from me. This is like a Facebooky thing that's kind of went around. I know you've seen this one before. But obviously, it reminds us of vaping.
It is because you got the coils there and you got the cotton coming out the side there and there, haven't you?
Yeah. I thought it was amusing. It amused me anyway. This poor dude. I presume this poor dude doesn't look happy. I presume he's been mid cornrows, and he's been busted for. I think this is probably some sort of prison.
I don't think he needs a fresh cotton though. Wasn't there some black cotton on the market not long ago?
There was black cotton on the market, yeah. Yeah,
so it's probably still looks fluffy enough. It's still
off center though. That's the only thing.
It's on an angle though, isn't it? I mean, you don't know what he's got going on behind there. He might have
where the airflow is, I suppose.
Yeah, but yeah.
that build is too low for me. I can tell just by looking at that build is too low for me.
It's a 4-rep spaced Clapton.
Yeah, but everyone at the run. Good luck, run.
Got about 0.2 on that, I reckon.
That was that one. This one, I quite like this one as well. It looks like the Sphinx is blown off cloud. I like it.
It does. And didn't somebody actually put a picture with a mod there as well? Did they?
You know, the truth is, I've not even any idea where this came from. I found this. This was just on my phone magically.
I saw this. There was another part of this. It was another picture of that Sphinx without the cloud there, and someone had photoshopped a mod into its mouth, and then it went to this.
Right, I see. This just, like I said, just a try of Batava just magically appeared on my phone at some point over the last 7 days, and so I uploaded it to the Google Drive, and now we're looking at it. And so we're 150 people or whatever.
And finally, one more.
Okay, cool. Where's this one? Yeah, these are Todd's. These are. I think these are coming back. This popped up on my Android box, and I was like, "Oh, I remember Todd's," but I was like, "Of course." But
what the fuck?
I also remember Todd.
I've never heard of Todd.
I think this cues all the genes. I'm lost.
The shoes, but I mean the jeans are terrible. Look at that. Who's took them jeans off for that dude there or that lady there?
And what kind of animal doesn't wear socks with shoes?
Well, no, it's because I've seen those shoes before. Once the calipers are on, you can't tell if you got socks on.
I went to the Todd's website and
fuck, they're horrible.
I think they're a bit of a clone on the gazelles.
They are not. I mean, they've been around. They've been around years, Todd. They've been around after years. You buy them in Harrods and that sort of thing.
Mama said these are my magic shoes that take me anywhere.
The mix of. I went on the. I went on Todd's website and they had a pair of denim loafers.
Fucking hell.
I quite like them. I'll be honest with you. I quite like them.
We've got to get them. You've got to get to a vape fest. I want to see. We saw triple denim this year. I want to see quadruple denim.
Yeah.
Yeah, I could. They were like 400 quid a pair. I'm not wanting to money filled in a pair of Tods. But I quite like them. I did quite like them. I do not like them.
Everywhere you walk, you have to have a ghetto blaster playing Dexies. Everywhere.
Well, that's Tods. And that is this week's Drive the Top. Thanks very much.
Very good too.
Any news, Brad?
No, not really. It's been a quiet week. I was going to waffle on about the GR1 and the Jazz, but I kind of touched on to how impressed I was with those in the beginning of the show.
How long have you had those for?
I got them on Friday last week.
And we did a yawn then. It was quite good.
Yeah, you started it and I caught it.
It was good.
Yeah, it's Friday last week. I've been playing around with what I have to admit is when, James, when you were showing the pictures and it had these little pluggy insert thingies for the airflow.
Yes.
The first thing I thought is, oh, what a load of gaff. It's just going to be finicky and backwards and arse about face. And I went on a little mental rant in the back of my head. Who the fuck would design a piece of shit like that? I fucking love them.
Yeah.
I've pulled them out. I've tried it with fully open. I've now got it with the restricted little hole version. And it's quite a nice sort of balance point between restricted lung. Sorry, I got distracted by someone in chat. Like a balance point between free flowing and restricted lung. I'd like to see something on those little pluggy jobbies. There's got to be a real name rather than a pluggy jobby. That's more restricted. Something that can turn this, because a chamber with those in is tiny.
Yeah.
I'd like to see something that I could turn this into a proper mouth to lung. Because to have a 22 mil squat little mouth to lung Atty, I think would absolutely rock.
Derringer.
Yeah. No, that's true.
I can get one for about 10p.
I used to love that. I used to love the Derringer.
I was just saying,
quite a while, that little.
I tell you, there's nothing wrong with old Atties. They worked, didn't they?
I haven't used
might
the
resurrect
Derringer
it.
in years.
Yeah. Get it back. Good looking Atty as well, the Derringer.
I have to fuck around with the OCD people in chat because I don't know if you Sinistral asked me to turn the red pen around because it's fucking with his OCD, and I'm just going to stroke it and leave it where it is. Yeah, so that was about it. I just wanted to waffle on about that because I'm still flabbergasted at how much I'm enjoying it.
That's fantastic, especially for the price.
Yeah. Great project.
Cool.
Right. I think it's time for...
What's that time? Is it that time? Oh, right. Okay. That time then, isn't it? It's that time. Oh, yeah. It's that time of the week again. Mod showcase of the week. I'll present myself so it doesn't keep you lot. Yes, mod showcase of the week. I've got 3 mods to show you by 3 different people this week, and I think definitely worthy of showing. Let's get straight on with it. The first one posted on our group this week that I really liked was by Martin Jackson. It's his first mechanical squonker, and I think it's nice and definitely worth showing.
Is it Martin's first mechanical squonker? Oh, it was the first one he's put on.
That's what he said on the group. His first mechanical squonker, cool. And it's all curvy and
it's lovely. Yeah. I saw some of Martin's kind of thing. That button. I sat with Martin for a drink at Expo last year.
Yeah.
Yeah.
They're
lovely.
I just really like the curves on it. You know, it's a standard box. Which, do you know what? It's my go-to thing. Is a standard mechanical squonker, to be honest. Mm-hmm. And he's just made it nice and curvy, and it looks very tactile. And I thought that was definitely worth a show. I think it's lovely. He's done a lovely job on that.
I reckon that is comfy as all hell in the hand as well.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, it would be.
Very nice. Yeah.
I know. It just you hardly know you're holding it. I don't suppose.
It's clever that it looks like it wasn't that hard to do, and those doubles fit perfect.
It isn't. That wasn't that hard. He's made a square and he's sanded the corners off after. You know, and it is an easy mod to make these things.
Lovely fit on the door.
And I just think it's honest and decent. So yeah, really nice to see, Martin. Well done. Next up, I've only got one picture of the next mod. He put it up, and his name is Walk Yuri, and he put another squonker up. But he got it 3D printed, sanded it all up, and made the panels for it. And I just quite liked the difference in shape there. A little bit different.
Definitely.
Yeah, I was quite impressed with that. I thought that was really good. And he got this so smooth. He 3D printed it and sanded it. And I like it. It's different. A little bit different.
And dinky. I like the fact it's very small.
Yeah. And last but not least, this is going to divide people, I think, this one.
Oh, we like controversy.
There's no question of craftsmanship.
If it's a quid, James will have it.
I don't think it'll be a quid, but I'll put the pictures up and we can talk about it. His name's Francesco Corbo, and he put a mod up this week, and it's this.
Oh,
wow!
How many batteries have you got in it?
1, I think.
I think it's got 2.
Oh, maybe he has. I don't know.
Because that was the other side, and you could see a battery. I don't know. I'd have that as a desk. That's quite nice. It's like a little.
It's certainly different, and there's no lacking in craftsmanship on this.
No,
I think one battery. It's one battery down there, and the bottle goes in there.
Oh right, yeah, okay, yeah, I think you're right, mate. Yeah. What do you think, James and Brad?
I like it, but I like really strange stuff. Like you can almost see in that center core of wood. It looks like he's taken a piece of raw sort of driftwood or something and has tried to maintain its shape while turning it into a squonker.
Yeah, it's certainly got there's a lot of craftsmanship in it. Certainly. No question of that. I'm just not sure. It looks very big for what's in there.
It's not a pocket device.
No, it's not. But it's definitely well made. I mean, look at all these bits of wood he's pieced together, and interesting, really interesting.
What do you reckon, James?
It's got a nice organic feel to it. Is it going to be hand friendly? I'm not entirely sure. It doesn't look as though it fits to the hand.
Like the opposite of hand friendly.
I don't know if it is or not. I'm trying to work.
If you hold it that way, that he's got it there with a thumb, then your fingers will go in the groove on the other side. Then it probably is.
I reckon the other way around. If you look at the back of the device behind the battery, it almost looks like there's a slot to put your thumb in. There.
Yeah, I think it could have sort of made this to be moulded to the hand a bit. I don't know.
You're absolutely right, though, Rick. It's definitely got some craftsmanship in there, and it's out there. It's definitely out there.
Yeah, that's why I wanted to show it. I think it'll divide opinion. I think some people will love it, some people will hate it. but there's no question of the quality there. It looks.
I've got to give John Malcolm's joke a bit of airtime because it was quite good. He said, if you have a 3D printed mod, just leave it on top of the radiator for a bit and then give it a good squeeze.
Give it a twist.
Yeah, you'll have this one.
But no, that's full. That's definitely worth showing, and nice to see something a bit different. Francesco.
Jack seems to be on the side of it. It really does.
Yeah, it's we can see it. I don't know what to say about it, really.
No, I think it's a love it or hate it kind of thing. I like it. I'd have it on the desk. It's not something to stick in my pocket, but keep it.
I think he's found the right side of strange.
Yeah.
For it to still be cool.
Yeah.
Agreed.
Yeah, cool. Yeah, excellent. Well, yeah, I thought I'd better show that one because it's just so out there.
Yeah,
so, yeah, that's Francesco Corbo. So yeah, that's brilliant. Keep it up and post some more up. And that was Mod Showcase of the week. If you liked what you saw, get yourself over to that. What's the website?
Oh shit! Facebook.
Facebook.com and do a search for Mod Showcases and have a look. There's some good stuff going on. I know Scott posts one every week. That's always good to see. All sorts of good stuff get on there. So go and have a look if you're interested. Maybe put some custom their way. You know, you don't need to buy this mass-produced crap.
Agreed.
Yeah. So that's Mod Showcase of the week.
Yeah, that's absolutely splendid.
Have you got anything else? Are we there or?
We haven't got a Trump poem, which I feel quite bad about.
Oh, we should have asked
Vic
for Trump poems.
You'll have to double up on the Trump poem next week.
Yeah.
We should have had him record one with his sick voice for us.
Sick voice. He can't speak. Poor Richard. Do get well. If you're watching this, you're mental. But get well soon.
Yes, Richard. I hope you're feeling better next week.
I hope you're feeling better, dude.
We all do.
Right.
Anyway, I think that's it, isn't it? This has been the Ideal Home Show. And we shall see you next Thursday.
Like and share. You got to tell them about the like and share, John. Thumbs up.
Oh, come on, John. You got to do you got to tell them about that Patreon and everything.
Yeah, I'm not doing that. Should be doing that. Should definitely be doing that.
Hit like. Hit dislike if you like.
Hit whatever the fuck you want.
Hit one of those buttons below and subscribe to our channel because we need the numbers.
Do it. People do on Facebook, not Facebook, on YouTube. They need the numbers. We're on YouTube. Do we not need the numbers?
We do need the numbers. We need them to gratify what we do.
Yes.
Yeah. What about our advertising? Our advertising people
We're not allowed to because I often say the word cunt.
Yes.
And so we don't get many advertising.
Oh, you've done it now. We're going to get
Pornhub, not advertising.
I'd already done it twice.
That's halved our views this week, you saying that cunt word.
Right. Anyway, this has been the Ideal Home Show. Thank you very, very much for watching. We shall see you next Thursday at 9 p.m. ish. Good night.
Bye. Bye.